Hey guys, how's it going? I'm doing a review from this old room. I'm back to do a DVD Fiends review, and I got something for you. I want you to finish this sentence for me. Night of the... Now if you said Living Dead, you'd be half right. Just take out Living and you got Night of the Dead. Brought to us by our friends at the Asylum. Obviously they distribute something like this. How is it? For an Asylum movie, it's not bad, but how is it as a movie? Well, that's a different story entirely. Now, this is one of those movies that's entertaining, but it's bad entertaining. And in case you're wondering, this is not a remake of Night of the Living Dead, or like one of those unofficial remakes like Night of the Living Dead 3D. You know, it does at one point make reference to Night of the Living Dead 3D, because in one of the trailers on this thing, it says, from the director of Night of the Living Dead 3D. Not this guy, but not this movie, but a trailer for another movie, it says, from the director of Night of the Living Dead 3D, ironically it's on a Night of the Dead DVD. That was completely pointless, but still. And you want to know something? It's apparently more shocking than Reanimator, and it says it right here. More shocking than Reanimator. In quotes, without anyone saying that it's more shocking than Reanimator. I don't think that's legal. And it's from Master of Horror, Eric Forsberg, who I've never heard of before, but I do know that he made Mega Piranha, which was actually entertaining, but he's not a Master of Horror. You don't want to know who's a Master of Horror? John Carpenter and George Romero. You're copying off of George Romero. No, you're not copying off George Romero. You're copying off of You're copying off of Reanimator. You're even admitting it too. Yeah, this plot has more to do with Reanimator than it does with Night of the Living Dead. It's about this one guy whose wife and child both die, so he uses the serum to bring them back from the dead, and oh no, they're zombies. Oh god, they're eating people's flesh. Like, we haven't seen that in every movie that involves people coming back from the dead. Other than White Zombie, they don't eat people, but they do kill people at times. But still, nonetheless. Oh yeah, apparently this won awards, because, you know, I'm really gonna trust the Asylum with saying you win awards on awards on DVDs, because, you know, you can't even be honest with a freaking quote. Even though they have one quote that's apparently from an actual source, an instant cult hit. I don't know. Well, is it worth checking out? Yes, it's worth checking out. But you want to know how much I paid for this? 50 cents. I paid 50 cents for this thing. I didn't pay a penny more, I didn't pay a penny less. And I don't want you paying a penny more, a penny less for it either. If you can find it for like $1 or something like that, pick it up. But don't spend like, I don't know how much they... You know, I'm going to look this up. Okay, their buy new price is $9.99. $10. Don't spend $10 for this. Go for the $1.35 edition of this. I paid 50 cents for it because that's how I got lucky. If you want to get it from news from a seller from Amazon, that'll cost you $8.58. Get it used. It's not worth getting it new. It's not worth spending more than $2 on this thing. It sounds like I'm ranting on this a lot because this is a bad movie, and you don't pay a lot of money for bad movies. But I'm not gonna lie, it's entertaining. It's entertaining, but not worth more than $2. I'm not spending $2 more for that. But I'm happy to have this in my collection, and you should be too. You should too. I only bought it because I got Monster Crash the Pajamas parties with it. And it hasn't even come in yet. I want my Monsters Crashing Pajama parties, and I want my Phantom Creeps. I want that room. I also want my inside. I ordered that too. Why didn't I get inside yet? I was hoping to get inside first. I didn't get that either. God forbid I get inside. I also ordered Steel Trap, but I don't know where that is either. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I'm talking about this movie. This movie. Why does it have to say it twice? It says it twice. More shocking film since Reanimator. No, it's not. Quit lying to yourself. And it probably has one of the dumb... I don't know why they use this effect. You know those mirror effects that, like, for some reason show the person's same half of their face, but, like, they show it double, like it's on the other side as well? For some reason they do that for, like, if someone has, like, a decapitated head. And they have a dummy, so they obviously don't need it. And there's a lot of continuity errors. Like, one point, this guy's carrying a shotgun, next thing you know, he's carrying a rifle. God damn. Excuse me, I need a drink. So, is there a reason to own this movie? Yes, there is. It's because it was distributed by the Asylum, and the Asylum only distributes the worst of entertainment ever. It's funny how it's named after a movie that it's not even copying off of, where most movies that it's named after a movie, it is copying off of. So it's kind of ironic how a movie that it is probably the closest way to title it has nothing to do with the movie it's apparently titled after. Whereas movies like, I Am Omega or Snakes on a Train are obviously trying to copy off of, movies like that. Movies like Snakes on a Plane and I Am Legend. Whereas this, Night of the Living Dead, is not trying to rip off Night of the Living Dead at all. It's trying to rip off Reanimator. So get your titles right, whoever you are. Mr. Mega Piranha, which you're trying to copy off Piranha 3D. Nice try, I know you. Oh yeah, and the serum they use in this movie, it never looks the same. I mean, yeah, does have a lot of gore. Yes, there's gore all over the place. It's beautiful gore. I love the gore. But, you know what? Sometimes gore just can't save movies. And it saves this one, but not always. It did not save Satan's Cannibal Holocaust, which if you've seen that, you'll know what I'm talking about. It saved this one, but barely, just by a smidge. If you're a gore hound and you like these campy movies, go for it. I enjoyed it. I'd watch it again, but only, I watch it again, but not by myself. I need, Donnie or Connor or someone else here to watch it with me. Mr. Parker, one day, if you want to watch this, come over to my place. We'll dig this together. The Chosen One, if I'm ever in Florida, I'll bring this up. You and I can watch it together, and we can, experience this thing. We go, bam! Ryan 1988, come on, buddy, you and me, we gotta do this movie, man. We gotta hit this movie up, man. We all gotta, DVD fiend. Come on, buddy. I can't watch this alone again. Someone's gotta watch this with me. Anyways, that's my review. What do I rate it? On an entertainment scale, it's entertaining. It gets a perfect 10 on an entertainment scale. But it's an actual movie scale, it gets a 3 out of 10. Because it's not an actual movie. This shouldn't even be in the horror section. It should be in the comedy section. Good night.